All right, here's what you got to know about this Oster blender slash food processor. First of all, it's kind of designed to get rid of these two things. So we've got our big blender over here. It's kind of like a Vitamix clone. Then we've got our KitchenAid food processor. And this guy does both of those things. It's a little bit smaller on the food processor side, but this is an 8-cup jug. It's just short. It's just like a short, stout jug, the same as our big Vitamix clone, 8 cups. So same size on the blender side, a little bit smaller on the food processor side. For us, that's not really a problem. You also get these blender bottles, and it's kind of funky. Basically, to use the blender bottles, you got to pop this little insert in, screw it in, then you pull it out and flip it over. We're not really blender bottle people, so I can't really tell you too much about that. But we do use the food processor like crazy. And I put some water in there to show you how it works. So the food processor can kind of give you a feel for the settings. Basically, there are 3 settings over here, low, medium, and high. That's on low, and it just kind of jams along. It's really actually a pretty good low. Some food processors don't have speed settings, like our KitchenAid. Like when it's on, it's on. So you go low, medium, or high. I feel like it's got a good amount of power, not quite as much as the KitchenAid for making like hummuses and really thick things. It also has the ability to pulse when you're going, so you can speed it up. Now, there are these other settings over here for smoothie, milkshake, and salsa. I don't really use that stuff, but basically what it does is it kind of oscillates. Like it's trying to make your mind up for you, basically. And you can choose thick, thin, or medium. Actually, I think you need to be off. Thick, thin, or medium on that. So anyway, that's the food processor. The blender, you want to use it, you just pull the food processor off and pop it on, and it works just the same way. It does have an opening, just like a Vitamix. I think the Vitamix is a better blender if you just want a blender. And I think the KitchenAid food processor is a better food processor if you just want a food processor. But this guy's a pretty nice alternative if you want both. You know, it has the ability to go both ways, and that's really the reason why this is a kind of cool thing from Oster.
Okay, got my peanut butter, bananas, honey, ice. I'm gonna add 2 cups of milk. I like that the measurements are right there. I'd have to add a little bit more. Probably did 3 since there's so much ice. Okay. My dog got peanut butter too. Okay, let's see. First time. So we're gonna turn it on. And then we're gonna select smoothie. And then we're gonna select quick smoothie. We're gonna push play. I didn't know if it would turn off on its own. Guess not. All right. There we are.
sabe. El producto solamente trae un... ¿De esta se llama? Un vaso. Trae solamente uno y en la publicación en la caja vienen marcados dos. Aquí. Dos Blend Gold.
También en la publicación.
También la publicación. Y solamente trae un vaso.
Porque lo cierra más, no.